All right, I'm back here with Donnie Gilbert for our first carrier update of the morning. Donnie, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. So we're going to take a look at outbound tender volumes, outbound tender rejection rates. This is dry van, reefer, flatbed, everything mixed together. Just kind of get an idea of what's going on in the markets. So in the blue line here, we have outbound tender rejection rates. And over the past, week or so, we've had these kind of fluctuating a little bit in between 20 and 21%. And they've come back down a little bit, but they're at 20.69%. So not a lot of change going on in rejection rates for the average throughout the market, but we are seeing an uptick here in volumes. So our volumes have picked back up to 15,624.80 index points. So good to see those coming back up. We're getting close to that, season. I wish we kind of already seen some takeoff, but maybe we have with the volumes. Normally looking at historical, it was around between the 15th, 17th-ish. In that area here, we see volumes kind of take back off here, around the 17th and back down, then back up. So this is something that we need to continue to watch to see, is this the start of it? Is it getting going right now?
Right.
We have something kind of going on here that could be pressing this a little bit. Something we also need to keep an eye on. Some of our big conglomerate retailers have made a few announcements. I saw where one is going to start its cyber sales on November 3rd. Which is right around the corner. And then 2 days later, they're going to start the in-store sales. Now, these are only for certain goods, not the entire. And then come November 10th, they're going to start a second cyber sale with another portion of their store. And then I think on the 13th, they're going to open the stores and do the in-store sales as well. So this Black Friday is no longer at the end of November like it normally is after Thanksgiving. They are starting their sales now, the beginning of first week of November. So they're looking for that money. People are ready to get out, start Christmas shopping. It's been that rumor going around, start Christmas shopping early, and these guys are actually prepared. And then there's been a few more that follow it. As soon as one starts to do it, you're going to have everybody doing it. So Christmas is going to be starting early. These Christmas sales are going to be starting in the first part of November, and that's going to get a lot of LTL shipments moving for the cyber. Amazon, I'm sure, has something coming up and going on, and these in-store sales are going to start ramping up, and that can have a lot of effect on what's going on with these volumes as well as they're running back and forth to the stores to get these the inventory replaced.
Yeah, these big retailers, the ones like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, these companies are the ones that have been able to leverage their size and scale and flex their muscles and prepare themselves for this. They were growing inventories over 25% in Q2 and Q3, now starting their deals earlier than ever, trying to make hay while the sun shines.
Sure. So let's first pop in and we'll look at reefer here right quick on the next chart. It's a little bit different. We have volumes going down in reefer. This little red line here is the reefer volumes. And we have rejection rates kind of going up still a little bit. They're at 37.78%. But what we notice that's real close to the OTRI is our dry van, which is on the next chart here, where we see that on the dry van we have, again, rejection rates going down slightly, but still above 20%. But we see that big uptick right here in the volumes. And so this is where we're going to have, this is where we'll see a lot of the tightening. Now, of course, with reefer, we're still going to have Thanksgiving issues with food, but they're not moving Thanksgiving any forward. It's still going to be on Thursday at the end of the month. I think if they could move it, they might try. And that's going to have a lot of these food products, a lot of your poultry, whether you're eating turkey, chicken, that's going to be shipped all by reefer, and of course they're already tight. They're already at 37%. I do expect that to go up a little bit as we enter December and get closer to that Thanksgiving holiday. And as we see, dry van is going to be ramping up as well.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about how we've been in this holding pattern a little bit, and rejection rates have fallen a little, but we're still at 20%. That's still more than enough pressure to keep.
I get excited when they break 10%. Right. We're all the way at 20%. Right. We'll bring up a few maps here, and ways I like to break this down. It's a good visual. This right here is VOTRI, so dry van rejection rates. That's in the blue, and then I have the dry van volumes, and that's the shade. So kind of backing up, you can see, a lot of volumes in Southern California, a little bit lower rejection rates, but that's such a big market. Rates are actually very high out of that market. As you come across the U.S., you see a lot in the Midwest, a lot in the Southeast. This just gives you a good visual of markets that you might want to target. You're wanting the deeper blues with the higher shades. Harrisburg, Indianapolis, Columbus, Atlanta, Chicago, Joliet, these are a lot that stick out. And then you can kind of get some deeper blues. Memphis, Rock Island. These are areas that if you're a carrier that you might want to start looking at because obviously they're having issues. Another quick one right quick, my next map here, if you don't want to use the rejection rates, you can use the dry van head haul index. Again, these blue markets are overbooked, the red markets are underbooked. You really want to target these blue markets that have a lot of shade. So here you're looking at Memphis, Dallas, Southern California, Michigan, and Harrisburg again, along with the ports of Elizabeth and Savannah. So these are good maps to look at and try to find markets to target for your carriers.
All right, we'll dive deeper into some of those markets here in our next carrier update in a moment.